Hey, what's up, gang? You guys are already chatting already. It's Adam. It is Sunday. Finally back for some more Proxy Time stuff. I think it's been a couple weeks because we had... What the hell did we have last week? Oh, it was the battle boxes. And I felt like the other Sunday I had something else going on. So I'm going to be a little rusty, I think. I don't know. This should be interesting here. So we got a couple of things we're going to do today. So one, Boseiju. This is going in every green deck. I've already every green deck that I've been making now, and I've made a couple green and red, of course. It's what I always build. I have to have that red in there. I have Boseiju in there. It's just an auto include pretty much in every green deck. So we're going to use a couple different arts here. So we're going to use... I like the original card art. So personally, I just like the look of this tree compared to... This is the one I actually have for my collection. Oh, good for you! The full art of this one, not in foil, but I got this one because it does look really nice in full art. But you can't really tell what's going on here. It's more your attention's on these little huts and things that are going up the tree here. So I'm going to start with this one, and if I'll probably end up doing both. But if I like this one, which I probably will, I may only just stick to this one, so we'll see. Yes, red is the best color. Well, green is the best color, but I like playing red. Like red is, red is just fun. So green and red are my two favorite at this point because that's all I've been building. Okay, so we got those two we'll be working on, and then we jump over to Skullclamp, and that's Ibukaki's request this week. He wanted this one, and so we're gonna use this art for it, and also there is an alt art I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know what this is from, but when I did a Google search, the Googs, this is like the top thing that came up for Skullclamp. So I think I'll use both of these arts in here. It should be relatively easy to do this one with Skullclamp. So I think everything's pretty straightforward on how this is going to go today. So just get back into the swing of things here. And I need this because I'm building so many... This is the deck I'm working on. I'm doing a Kiri. And, oh, yes. So I'm doing a Kiri with Kodama of the East Tree, so I need that green. So I need that for that deck. And then I made, I had Kaima. I have Daryl. So all these decks need this card to be integrated into them. So let's get started. Let's get on Boseiju here. We're going to start with this, and then we'll jump to Skullclamp second. So, should do a GIMP mask for Skullclamp. I was actually trying to find some different alt art for a different idea for Skullclamp. I don't know if a GIMP mask would... I could look that up, though. Oh, now you got me thinking. Hang on a second. Let's see. You're distracting me to do that, and so now I want to do that. I'm going to bring this over so you can see what the Goog search is going to do here. All right, so we're going to Google it here. GIMP. I don't think you could get an art in this. So GIMP mask art. Oh, I guess that could work. Of course, Dempsey, you're the one that comes up with that one. Let's see here. What artwork could I... Gag ball one. This one? That one. That one's more of like an art you can buy. So this is more of where I want to get to. What would I use here? And I want it to be art, not like a picture. So really it's... Skullclamp. But does that work really with this? Like, look at that guy. I kind of want the card to be that. What's funny is if I do that, this is going to be the one that's like people are going to request more than the actual one. That could be kind of funny. I guess I could Photoshop that would be a lot of work. But I was going to say Photoshop a GIMP mask onto somebody. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, that's not giving me a photo. Well, it is actually there. It's a Halloween mask. Yeah, I know. You did. You derailed it. Let's see. Leather mask, art prints, fantasy. Ooh. So this is Proxy Time, where it's turned into I am just Google searching to figure. Oh, this one's kind of cool. Except it's a picture. Why can't this be a drawing? You're pretty quick on Google search. It's my safe search. It will be after this. Damn. All right. So that one would have been perfect if this wasn't a picture. I just don't like using actual pictures very much. But I like that one. That one's just funny there. So it'll come out. I wonder if I could do something. I'm gonna save it. We're do you like that one? Don't forget to look at the pineapple doormats too. I don't get. That's the swinger thing? Isn't that what that is? Oh, this is a web file. Shoot. I don't think I can get that one. It's an Etsy thing here. Let's see if we can get that. It's gonna let me take it. Save image. Let me do it as a. Oh, it's still that. I don't think I can grab that. I might be able to do this though. Hang on. This is also a way you can do it. If it's not, it's only giving you not the whatchamacallit, not the JPEG. See, there we go. All right, we'll do it. When we get there, we will do it just for shits and giggles, just for gag balls and gimp masks. All right, so let's get back to where I was. Just sketch over it. I could. That's what I might attempt to do, is mess with it a little bit. We'll see how much time I got here. I'm a little under the weather because of yesterday we played Commander from what time did we start? Noon until. All right, that's fine. We'll grab that whole thing there. Noon until. Well, we stopped playing Magic at like 2 in the morning. And then Ibukaki was here, so we actually stayed up, drank, and chatted until 4 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, that was fun. But I paid for it being, I think I'm turning 30. I think what is it? It's 2022. So I think I'm turning 39 this year. And like this month, actually, later this month, I'll be 39. And hangovers kick my ass. And it wasn't more of a hangover of drinking. I mean, that was a part of it, obviously. But it was more so that I went to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. So that was the part that kind of kicked my ass. All right, so that's solid there. I don't know what that little guy is doing. Let's get rid of this in the bottom here. I want to get everything else. Yeah. I didn't drink that whole time, just so you know. It wasn't from like 12 in the afternoon until I started drinking when all the losses started piling up. I was getting knocked out first player knocked out every time. I was like, come on, guys, let's stop doing this Kill the Smith shit, because I want to play Magic too, you bastards. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm drinking. So I think it was like 5 or 6 o'clock is when I started, and then I got a little tipsy there. All right, so we're going to center this bad boy. I want to use the city as part of the foreground stuff here. I just want to see through it here and get everything kind of aligned where I want it. All right, so we got these buildings here. Oh, but if I have all these... So let's do it this way. We're going to have these buildings come through. We're going to kind of pick and choose. So what if we shift this a little bit so we can have all this kind of come through, and maybe, let's see where that is positioned. I wish the Kill the Smith thing sometimes didn't exist, because sometimes it's like, fuck, I don't play tutors and I don't have enough like answers to have everybody go at me. So it's like, fuck, like that's the hard part too, is like I can't play my like really fun non-aggressive decks because I will get my ass kicked if you have 3 people going at you. So that makes the deck choosing a very different and interesting how to decide to play. Okay, so what I want to come through These buildings on the right feel like they're in front of these. These seem like they're even, actually, there to there. These are the same similar buildings here. We're obviously going to have this top part come through there. I just want some of these buildings to take over to kind of give you that feel there. I don't want to mess with this train track because then that just ends in the middle of the card. But I want these buildings, these, and probably this side. So I think that's where I'll go. Maybe a little bit shift over so we can see that tap symbol there. Let's get a little bit over. Okay, I think that's good there. And we'll keep this side fine. Nothing will not mess with this side. We'll just get this building and these right here. And I think that'll be good. All right, so let's crop this bad boy up. Poor threat assessment for me. It's fine. It's the bit, which it's totally fine. It's just when you have, and I know we've talked about it on the cast a bit. My way of playing Commander has completely changed over the years. I really did care about winning. When we played tutors, actually, that's pretty much when everything changed. When we got rid of that, it was more of, hey, this, because then you're theming the deck. And so by doing that, now you have this thing you want your deck to do. And that's where winning kind of just went out the door at that point. And that was the other thing too, is when you have the tutors and you're continuously hitting the same win con, it gets kind of boring. And that's why we got out of all the 60 card format stuff, is you're always just trying to hit that same thing over and over and over again. Well, that gets boring, and that's why Commander stuck out to us. And so I getting rid of the tutors was probably one of the best things that we ever did. Now it makes it harder for situations where you have a 3v1, and it's not like everybody's all out after me, but it was, if there was a decision, it was kill the Smith, which is fine because it's the bit. But yeah, it makes it tough sometimes because I have to kind of think about, because I also don't do the counter spells, which I probably should start playing more, but I actually don't play blue as much. I think what I want to do with this is fade it in. So I'm going to back this up a little bit, and we're going to do this instead because I want that tree feel, and it doesn't need to be such a crisp line. So we'll fade all our stuff here. Let's get back on this and do that. And normally, even with all that, I'll normally pull out a win or two or whatever a night, and that's, you know, my goal is actually to get one probably a night of playing if I can. If we have a day like that where it's, I think we got in like maybe 8 or 9 games yesterday. So when it's that, I like to have one of those be a win. Or, you know, be competitive in it. And I was competitive, but it would just be like all of a sudden knocked out, you know, early. But the cool thing is when that happened, it wasn't like the game went on for another 2 hours afterwards. That's the thing that annoys the piss out of me, is if I just get knocked or somebody gets knocked out. And I purposely do that when I'm playing games too, is if it's too early, I won't kill somebody, even if I have the kill there. If I think I can finish everybody off, that sounds really bad, but if I can kill everybody, I'll kill somebody there. You know, I would say, like, if I'm like, okay, this looks like I should have the win here pretty quick, then I'll get rid of a player early. But yeah, so I'm just rambling. All right, now I got to read what you guys said. Oh, okay, you're looking at this. Okay. So yeah, and then my one potential win, like, it was on a turn 4 with Bruvac. All the blue players are tapped out. I had Bruvac out, and I had what is it? Is it Maddening Cacophony? I think that is the one. Yeah, where you mill half if you do the kicker, and so I had Bruvac out. And the only person that had untapped land was Zero Cool from the Discord here. But he was red. So I was like, oh, okay, I got this. I was like, if you guys can't do anything, game's over. And he freaking chaos warped Bruvac. So I still milled everybody half their library. But that was probably the closest to winning. That and my Yuriko, the last game of the night. I just couldn't pull off the last couple of points of damage to kill Cole from the Discord as well in that one. So they're good games. A lot of fun. But yeah. Sandwiches and drinks. What was that? I get what you're saying. Yes, that's what I hate. So it was like making a lot of pizza. I was making all the food pretty much because I was always the one out. But it's totally fine. All right, let's see. I'm not bitter at all. I'm not pissed. Where are we going to end with this? It looks like maybe right here. Let's get a straight line down to there. It feels like that's part of that building. Yeah, and if I get this done here, and I like this a lot, I probably won't do the other art. I do like it. This art I like so much more, and it's kind of, I know it's for all you guys too, for patrons, people that pick stuff out each month. So that's another thing why I do a lot of multiple arts. But personally, it's like, which one am I going to use? And if this one's fantastic, then there's no point. Let me bring this up to kind of see what we're looking like. Yeah, see, I like those buildings there. Okay, so I got to finish what I was doing there. What's going on over here? Kind of isn't the straight. Well, let's finish doing what we were doing there. I'll make a good housewife someday. Well, and then the other thing about that is stayed up until 4 o'clock in the morning drinking and then going to bed. Normally I like clean up. So like, don't want my wife to get mad that, we took over the house for the whole day. So I like really clean up and all that stuff. But last night I was like, I'm so hammered. I just want to go to bed. I'm so tired. As I woke up this morning, and Cindy's like, or that's my wife. Cindy's like, yeah, you normally clean up better than this. I was like, I know, I was going to do it this morning. I was just so tired. It was like a college party. It felt like there was just beer cans or beer bottles everywhere. Actually, it was mainly beer cans because we did 16-ounce cans. All right. How does that look? We're at 64%. The part I'm having trouble with here is this building. This is going to suck. But I feel like the only thing that should be popping through is this. This is almost making it feel odd. I don't know what you guys think there, but let me try to mess with this just a little more. Because it doesn't have like a straight up, like, here's the edge of the building, per se. It does right here. Let's get this down here. Let's just clean up our lines and see if it looks good enough. Because to me, what it feels like is that this should be our framed part of the card. And not... Oh, it looks like I kind of dove in a little bit there. This might work. And right there. Okay. So now let's see what that looks like. Actually, that might work. That works. Now I cleaned it up a little better. Channel, discard, whatever, to destroy an enchantment, non-basic. Okay, so we can see everything that's going on there. This building has a little more feel to it there. Yeah, I know. That's the thing that's weird is the text box is all funky. You know what I could do? Hang on, let's do this. Let's try to get a straight line and see if that helps a little bit. Just go straight down, even though I don't know if that's necessarily what the building's doing there. Let's see if that helps the text box and building feel. Yeah, but see, that's not where the building is. The building's here, not there. So I don't know if that'll work necessarily, but let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Zoom it out. I don't know if I like that or not. That part looks a little weird. Now I'm starting to think I need to back it up and just do this, these, this. Let's keep everything on the left side coming through, but I think I need to ignore this. And you can kind of see it's faded enough that I think this is supposed to feel like it's behind. Well, we got these are matching here, and this is supposed to match that, so maybe not. Oh, I don't want to back up that far, but if that's the right route to go. Let me at least back up what I just did there. Okay, so that was to there. Let's see. It might be more of this top part is kind of messing with me. I don't know if I want to do all that. So we get rid of this. We come back to here. All right, let's just do it because it's bothering me. So we're going to back this shit all the way back. Control Z in this whole thing. See how far back. I think you can get about 40 undos. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh, no. That's as far back as I could go. That's all right. What we'll do is go like this. Yeah, because I didn't really do anything else. Where's my arch there? We'll grab it. We'll zoom out. Paste it. We'll just match what we had there and then get rid of the one. I know I did the top part. The tree will be easy. That was an easy... the easiest part of this whole thing, actually. Okay, so now we're good there. Let's get rid of that layer. Let's start with the top again because we know that's what we wanted to do. Sorry, gang. That was just kind of a pointless, like 5-10 minutes there. So we did this. We brought this down here. The other stuff is totally in the back. Yeah, yeah. Agreed. I think what we're going to do here is going to be a lot better than what I was going to settle there. Like I said, I like this art a lot, so I want this to be good. So get the tree coming through there. And here. Okay. And shrink this up a little bit to get closer there. Okay, let's check that out before I move on down below. We're going to be at 70. Perfect. Okay, so let's get back down here. Your goldfish in your decks, right? What? Nice. Dude, I've been wanting... oh, God, there's so many decks. I haven't had this many decks that I've ever wanted to build like than I do right now. And I'm in the middle of redoing, like you said, the Kiri deck. And I just feel like I have no time to do all this because now we have the battle boxes coming this week. So we're both going to still probably do Spotlight. So if you guys are on right now, just a heads up, you guys might get some short notice like, oh, we're going live because we're going to be doing a bunch of... Larry has about 2 decks he wants to do. I have... well, he has more than that probably, but I have at least 3 that I want to do before SmithCon. In less than a little more than a month at this point. So I want all these decks to be done because I do want to play those there. And we're going to probably get some Discord games in next week, I think. Okay, so let's check this out before I get too far. I think that's going to be much better. And then this gives perspective of this is in front and then that's in the back. I think that'll work a lot better. All right, let's bring this back down so I can see what I'm doing. Kind of annoying that I gotta do all this stuff again, but whatever. It's gonna be a lot better than... you don't want to settle, especially with this card, because it's gonna go in so many decks. So I'm just gonna keep outlining a little bit here. I think I did this part so much faster the first time, and now I'm like really trying to be precise with the tower part. Get that really small so we get our peaks. Let's get the other side. All right. The other part about having a long, rough night or day is the beer gets me. I've been in the bathroom, not puking, the other way. Oh, damn, I'm on the freaking fuzzy tool. All right, we're off of it. Should be fine. So that's been fun today. It's like to my wife, oh, gotta go to the bathroom. 10 minutes later, oh, gotta go to the bathroom again. Fear gets me, man. It rocks me. Okay, so here's the part that's gonna be interesting. Where does that end? Let me try to see here. So I kind of want to follow this. We're gonna follow the sign and then come down like that. That's what we'll do. Okay, so we come here, get that sign to come through. Whoops. I'm jumping all over the place there. Let's do that again. So straight down, over, down. The mouse is jumping. Well, it's my hand that's controlling it. We'll outline it a little bit so it sticks out. There we go. Oh, you haven't got your proxies haven't come yet since you changed your address. So I know the proxies haven't been sent out yet for this month, so those will be going out this week. My biggest thing is make sure on Patreon that your address is different. I know you did send it to us too, but the way we have to go off of it is we just go right onto Patreon. So I'm hoping just make sure that your address is changed there, and if it is, it should be good to go. Yeah, your stomach's raw. Yep. So, you guys just make sure you change your Patreon stuff. That's the biggest thing there. All right. Get the little points there. You didn't get last month's. Okay, yeah. So check that. If you and for any point, for your proxy stuff, if they don't come, I know AJ has been having issues with his going to Hawaii there. We'll send them out again. You know, we'll make new ones and all that stuff. So trust you guys. I mean, you can say you didn't get them even though you get them, and I don't care. I'll keep making them and sending them to you guys. But yeah, it's more of just, that's the whole thing with the proxies, is more to say thank you guys for supporting us, and it's to help you guys out too. I mean, dude, my set has expanded so much since doing the proxy stuff, because I've been able to just go after, and my collecting part has really taken off. So financially with everything, it's helped out, because who wants to go spend $40 on a damn Sensei's top to put it in like 10 decks? You don't need to buy 10 of those. You just need one. And to be honest with you, I like making the proxies and how they look so much more than the actual regular art stuff. Okay, so this is where we're at there. Yeah, Hawaii has some, that happens with AJ stuff quite a bit, actually, going to Hawaii. He ends up, some of his doesn't get through, so we end up having to send it a couple times sometimes. All right, so we go. Worst case, yeah. Yeah, if you don't get them, just let me know. The other questions that people had, and that kind of feeds into what you're saying there. If you forget a month, you can get those all at once. Like we don't care if, we're not like, oh, you didn't get it in time, you missed this month. You could go 6 months and not get yours. I kind of want to get rid of this, even though I think when I make the proxy, it's not going to catch that. But just in case, I want to get rid of that. So that was a question that some people will have is, can they still get the proxy even if they missed a month? People get busy and whatever. It's not a problem with that. The hard part is, there we go. Let's get that there. Actually, I want to stamp that and try to match that a little better. There. Right about there. Okay. That doesn't have to be perfect because most likely you're not gonna see that. Hang on, I just want to make sure my line. Okay, there's a line there. Let's keep going. There. Okay, now it's a straight line. That looks good. See, that's how I got rid of it. All I did was stamp over to the left and move it, and then you're just put in that same thing there. Okay, so let's look at the whole image here. Fantastic. We're going to get up to this 70. We're at 70, so we need to get rid of this guy And that might be it for this one, guys. I don't think we're going to do much of the... It should be quick, though. So I shouldn't necessarily skip it. What is going on here? I don't like the color of that. That's better. Okay. So we got rid of... What do we got going on down here? Oh, I'm pressing the Windows button and not the stamp tool button. Why is it brighter? Clone overlay, everything else should be good. I think we're good there. Okay, so let's zoom out, check it out. All right, so then we need to get the logo, which, hey, look at that. If you guys have been watching, I revamped this because of the play mats that we bought. I redid the logo so it made it more look like a sphere. Whereas before it was just kind of a stamp. So I do want to try something a little different here. You pulled 4%. Yeah, actually, so the 2 boxes I opened this weekend, I pulled 2 in there, and I had pulled 2 as well. So yeah, I'm at 4 as well total. But that's between 3 boxes worth and fat packs and stuff. So what I wanted to kind of do with this, now I don't know what I want to do with it. I was originally wanting that to go like in the clouds, and then I was going to try to, whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. That's all right though. I don't know if that's where I'm not going to stick it there. I'm just trying to figure out if I really faded that though. The black ones. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. I think those are amazing. I think all of them, even the red one, I think the red one is by far the worst, but it's usable. You know, it's not terrible, and you know, it's still a good utility land to get you tokens and stuff. The white one's good as well. Black one's fantastic, bringing recursion with your creatures. I think we just might kind of throw that guy in there. It's not very unique. Is there anything else you guys can see where I would put this? I mean, you could do it on the tower things, but I was more thinking it was going to be in the clouds. So I was going to kind of do this, and we're going to grab this. Let's do this and do that. And really kind of fade the edges on it. Oh, we got to get to the actual image there. Kind of blend it into the clouds more. Let's see. Kind of like it. It's random. It's just right in the middle. I think that'll be fine. I don't really have another spot unless I kind of threw it down here. Like right. Oh, that could work. See that little orb right there? Let's do that. I guess it could go there too. I want to make sure that it doesn't get cut out. I like that spot right there. Let's get zoom back. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I could just copy and paste, bring back the other one. All right, there. Now, let's bring you down here. It's going to be really small, though. Probably won't be... I might bring more color into this one. It being that small. Fit right there. And bring the color up. And it looks like I need to shift. Oh. All right, needs to be just a little bit larger. Back it up one. And shift down. Man, it's just a little off. I'll go with that and shift it there. Let's see. Yeah. No one's gonna know unless you know that it's there. Like, that's pretty much it. We'll bring this way up just to kind of make it a little bit more obvious that it's down there. You got a foil Phyrexian Tamiyo? No way, fucker. I did get the other boxes though. I got were pretty good. I got what's her face? Is it Elspeth? God, why am I brain farting? My brain is not all the way there today. But I got I didn't have her from Kamigawa, so that worked out pretty good. Oh, good for you. All right, what do you think? Do you think this one's good enough that we keep it that way? We don't need to go into this? Because if I was going to do this, fuck it. I mean, let's just do it. What, it's 9:41 here? This shouldn't take long. Let's do this quick. Let's give options to everybody here. We've got a cycle full of art basics there. Or yeah, I actually do like the basics. I know a lot of people don't like the basics as much. I dig them, but it's just me because I'm a girl that falls for full art basics. So I just try to collect them all, and I actually think they're pretty cool looking. So I'm with you there. I did. Oh, so the other thing is I don't know if you guys opened the See, my brain is not there today. All right, hang on. Before I start moving this around, the Commander stuff, like they came with those little collector booster things, which is pretty sweet. But I got crap in them. You get 2 cards from it. All mine was pretty garbage, but I thought that was a nice little added bonus. Okay, so how we want to play this is, so we got the bridge coming through here. My thought was, let's shrink this down a little bit. What if we did it, we really utilized that bridge and the buildings there. It had those all come through. So we're going to shrink this down. And what am I losing when I do that? Shuffle this ability, gets 1 less for each legendary. So I don't want to completely lose all that. So my thought was, what if I can't get too much higher up there? What if I was down here? Just trying to see my options. Channel. We don't want to lose what you can target. So we definitely want to take advantage of that. For each legendary. This is my only issue right there. But the more I'm shrinking it, the more we're going to watch what we're going to lose here. I'm going to show you quick. So this is my only problem. So we will, oops. Wait, so you got another Commander Legends things, or are you saying that was the one that you're talking about from before, Dempsey, your Jeweled Lotus? All right, so if I did this is what it's going to look like. You're missing that part, so I don't like that, so we're not going to do that. Let's change that up. Let's not shrink it. So this one, because we have the other one that has the art, people are going to probably want to be like, all right, I want a different one. I don't care if all the text is gone. So that's what we're going to do in this one. We're going to make it so the text is gone by using the bridge and everything there. So let's go about there. I think that'll be good. Crop it. What might end up happening here too is I may get over to Skullclamp, and Skullclamp just might catch a 1 art thing there. Okay, so we're even on those sides. Everything looks pretty close. So you're talking about the original one when you did that? Yeah. You're a lucky bastard. Actually, that day I thought I was lucky because I went to Walmart and picked up a collect. Did I give it? I don't remember. It had to have been a collector booster one. Yeah. And I ended up getting the full art one, but not in foil. Oh,
good for
you, Dempsey. All right, so do we want to use this? I think this is part of it too. So we're going to grab all of this. Let's see if we can cheat a little bit, make this a little easier. So I remember I said this is going to be fast. There's a lot going on here, so it might not be as fast as I was thinking. I just got to hope that this bridge... That's not what I want to happen there. I want to see what gets grabbed here. That's fine. That's good. Then it did that. What the F did you do down there? Yeah, okay. So that's not going to work. Let's get rid of it all. Well, let's just start painting, because that's going to be the way we're going to do this one. All right, so let's get this. You know that's going there. We can get the edge there. And this whole part. I may have decided to do something that's going to take me a long time to do. There's a lot going on in this one. Let's stick to this side first. Well, let's just keep outlining, I guess. I'm indecisive what I want to do here. All right, so that's there. We'll go underneath the bridge belly. Try to draw this little arc. Concentration face right there. It's important to let go of the button, because if you go outside the line, you don't have to redo all that crap again. Okay. Is there outlines I can do here? Because we're going to want to see that through. So we'll do the top of the arch, and then we'll fill in the middle, and then we'll do each pillar separately. Those might be all, it might just be easy. I was going to say they might be easier to, or they might get highlighted. So I potentially could do that. We'll see. All right, so this is the building here. So now I don't care, because we're going to be going like that. And like that. All right, so let's get this. Let's fill in the stuff we can. Bottom of the bridge. There we go. Then I do want to step back and see how it looks. Just like to check that every once in a while. Okay, let's back it up. Let's bring our levels up. Oh, that looks cool there. Like, it kind of looks funny. Without the pillar things. It just looks like a sweet bridge. Dangerous. There's no railings. Somebody could fall. All right, let's get the building in there too. We'll get a little highlight on just a little bit on the edge to kind of have it pop a little bit more. So you can see where the edge is. And I think these things, yeah, I'll do this too. That. Want those to pop a little bit too. Yeah. East Coast. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I wish I could do things earlier to get, hit up the East Coasters and all that stuff, but with the kids and stuff, it's hard for me to just start it any earlier. I know I had them earlier before, but I was like losing out on family time, so... But I appreciate you stopping in. I know this is we're almost an hour in, and I'm still on the first. Well, this is the second proxy, but it's the first actual proxy card. But I appreciate, buddy, stopping in. This is just something that I would be doing anyways each month or each week to get proxies. I just what we've decided to do, which here's a little inside info that you're going to find out here soon. we're going to probably be doing the podcast live either after SmithCon or very soon, because what that will do is, one, don't tell 2 dimes and a nickel, because if he hears it, he might start doing his shit live. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do a podcast, so it doesn't matter. But one of the things it helps with is editing. And when we do it live, I have 0 editing to do, which is fantastic, besides the thumbnails and stuff. And that's easy, you know? So, Lair and I have been talking this week. And it just hit me. I was like, dude, if we can get rid of me editing for a full day, because that's how long the videos take to edit when we do the podcast. Because you take what the length of the podcast is, multiply that by at least 4 or 5, and that's how long the editing is. So like this last week had hiccups, so it sucked for editing. That was like 20 hours of work trying to get that going. But anyways, what this will do is allow us to do more content stuff. So we'll get the podcast and we'll still have an edit of the podcast coming out later in the week. But if you want to watch it right away, you can watch on Monday nights. You know, you can join in on Stump The Smith Savant, and you can join in on all the stuff that we're doing. There's a couple things that we can run into errors with. Like, I'm going to have a little bit tougher time trying to figure out how to do card previews for you guys, but maybe that's kind of a thing we lose because we're live. But I have an idea of, I think, how to get that to work too. So, yeah, no. So, sorry, I just saw your message. I was focused on the bridge. So it will still be on. So the podcast will still come out on Wednesdays, but you'll be able to watch it live on Mondays. So I think that's what we're gonna shoot for. These flames, I'm gonna change this up a little bit. We're gonna make it like this and use that tool again. So these don't need to be so precise here. We just want them to kind of see through. So yeah, really excited about doing that, because the thing is, we want to do a lot more videos of spotlight stuff, building the decks. We want to do talking about singles, kind of like Lair's curated, adding more to that, especially when sets are coming out. We want to do live of when sets are released, talking about cards that would work like really well with together. There's a lot of stuff we want to get to it. So, and the live part is just adds to people watching, you know, jumping on and interacting. You know, it'll be weird, I think, at first for us to get used to it, especially people listening. Be like, why they're like talking to people we can't see where they're talking to. So that's another thing, is it might be a little different, that like how we talk to you guys here whenever we do this. We might not reference you guys a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, we won't always be like, oh, nice one, yeah, good point, Dempsey, blah blah blah. If we do, we're gonna repeat it so that people on the podcast listening later can hear and understand what we're talking about, instead of, you know, just referencing something you said but not saying what you said. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so this is actually looking really good here. So pretty happy with how that's turning out. These lines look a little funny to me. All right, I think that's good. And that's fine there. I think I'll have this a little more faded here. I won't have it at 70. I think this one will be like that. 50 or 40. Really make that one see through. Okay. I don't think I want to do much more to the top, because really this is our foreground stuff. This stuff starts moving to the back, and it doesn't make sense to kind of take over that. So I think that's all I'll do for that. Yeah, so the biggest thing with us and everything is we don't have anybody hired out. You know, everything that we do, we learn. And we have to do. And I mean, if we made enough money from stuff, we would definitely hire somebody. And I think if we get to that point, we'll hire an editor to do all that stuff. I'm just very, I was going to say anal, but then that sounds really bad. But I'm very, I want things done a certain way. And so that's the part that I have trouble like relinquishing the reins and like have somebody else do what we're doing, because I'm like, this is how I want it to look and this is my vision of it or whatever. And so that's something I'll have to get over when we get to that point. But right now we're still, you know, that's how we're solving that problem, is we're just going to go live with stuff. And I think it's going to be a really good thing, because then it's going to be one of the few things that no other podcast is doing, having a live interaction with people. Or I should say Magic Podcast. I'm sure there's other podcasts that are doing that, but Commander Podcast will be like one of the only ones that is actually doing that. I don't know if I like that there. I'm going to actually put it up on this thing there. That looks a lot better. It fits in with what's going on there. It's going to take some time getting used to it. So, yeah, for sure. Yeah, the thing is what's helping this is us being able to do this live stuff so much. And we're both of us doing the spotlight. Larry's been doing that. You know, he probably does every 3. He does 3. I do 1 for the spotlight stuff for the most part. But the live stuff, I mean, you go back to like 2020 when COVID first hit. We did the card preview thing, or the set review, and we both were nervous. Like, it was just weird and awkward. But now it just feels natural. So we do the battle boxes, and that's kind of where this stems from and all that. Referencing chat never takes me out of the groove for the cast. Does this make you wish that I was watching live? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, T-Coats, he has a lot on his plate too, and you know, what I would probably, there's some, not saying like T-Coats does a really good job and stuff like that, but I think he has all these other casts. I don't think we're gonna have an editor for a while, is what I'm getting at, unless the numbers of what we're making jumps up and we start making more videos. Then we might just have to hire, but we can't do that until we have a certain amount of money, or you know, because we don't want to put. Right now, all the money we make from you guys and people donating and all that stuff, it goes right back into the cast. So we just don't have the money to pay somebody else to do something, because we're basically, you know, buying these battle boxes, buying the prizes, buying equipment, upgrading this, upgrading that. So, okay, I think we're good where we're at with this one. Yeah, that looks really good. Real good. All right, so we got that. I like them both, to be honest with you now. I like how this one kind of takes over. This is the one that I just like the most, with the tree and everything. So we got an hour and we got 2 proxies. Let's move on to Skullclamp here. Yeah, and the thing is I wouldn't just, when we got to a editor at some point, we would definitely be doing like interviews at that, and that's where I was saying like the vision, and that T-Coats actually mentioned, he's like, well, you got to relay that to your editor will get what your vision is and all that stuff, and that's how you find your good editor for that knows, like, if I say something, this is what I want, this is whatever, if they can take understand what you're saying and present it. You know, there's a lot of things that go inside my brain. And I'm not an editor. I just learned from YouTube, but I have a vision of like how I want, when we're doing the podcast, especially the video stuff, how I want things to look. And I'm fucking picky as shit. Not as bad as we used to be, man. If you listen back in the day, I used to cut out all our ums, and like that would be our thing after the podcast. We'd be like, yeah, I was saying too much, or Larry, you did this, or it was a lot of me. I'm a very, very critical of myself, and very like supportive of like, hey, Larry, you did awesome here, did great here, but I'm very like, you suck at them at this and this and that. But yeah, early on we used to do that. Like I fucking cut so much shit out, and now it's just part of it. You know, that was the point of the cast, was we wanted it to be natural. We wanted to feel like you're hanging out with us and that buddies. And that's why the Discord works so well, is pretty much everybody in there. It feels like we're buddies, like we're all just hanging out. And so it's just natural to hang out and just chat with people. But that's where I get distracted half the day, because I'm chatting with everybody on Discord during the week. It should be working. Oh yeah, we have the GIMP. You're right. Shit. Okay. This is going to be a long one today. If you're staying up with me, you're... Oh. Are beautiful, dude. Thanks. Yeah, they look really good. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on everybody. Okay. So, Gwen. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Hi. Bye. Hi. Bye. Okay. So I'm caught up. All right. So now we're going to try to get to these. Let's get to the actual art since we might do the GIMP one. Let's use this one. And I might not use the other art. I might just stick with this one. And how do I want to do this? Oh, let's see through. Let's make it so we can see through this thing. Everybody knows what Skullclamp does, but I still don't want to get rid of everything. So why don't we do this a little different? Where are we going to stop this? Because it could do there and there. What am I going to do here? If I do this, you lose everything about the card. If I do here, we can keep the casting cost. I could just keep it for the top. What do I want to do? So if I'm there, I got an idea. We're going to get rid of this layer. We're going to flip this. Rotate, flip horizontally. We'll do that. Let's paste our stuff back on there. I more want this to be a part of my frame here. And of course the casting cost. And I wanted the equip cost in there. Shoot. Okay. Finding issues. What if I did? Yeah, that's the problem with this card. You lose. You know, we might just make this easy because we got the GIMP mask coming. We will just have the top of the head come through. We'll leave the bottom. We're fine. We don't need to go crazy with it. We'll keep everything else here. We'll just go boop. We'll add the CommanderSmith logo. We'll move on to the next thing. We're already an hour into this, so I think that's totally fine to go that route. So we need to crop it. You know, it's been going so long that the music is now repeating from the beginning. I already heard this. Oh, that's right, because we're over an hour at this point. So we're a little off. We're going to shift the text box up a bit. Let's go up here. That seems good there. Let's get rid of the Commander logo there. Right there. That's by concentration face. Okay, got it. All right, let's get rid of the top part because we know, oh man, look how much out of the line. I used the, well, that's the Commander one. So let's bring this through and then we'll do the other stuff after. Bring the head through and then we'll clean up our edges so it's not so ugly. Okay. See how it looks. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. We're putting emphasis on the clamp part. We could even maybe do something here. I know I tell you I don't want to use stuff to just end in the middle of the text box, but this one could work there. But let's fix the top first, and then we will check out what we're going to do down there. So we want to go about right there. Get rid of our line. Do it again on the bottom. Right about there. And then we'll go like this. A little bit there. Okay. Good, good, good. So what did I say? I said I wanted to test this out. Let's see. The spike. We're going to do a quick, we're not going to do it precise. Let's just see how it looks. And then what I would do is probably this. And go like that. And let's see how that would look. Actually looks pretty sweet. I think that's what we're going to do. I don't normally like to do that, but then it seems like it's clamping onto the text box. So I dig that. All right, so we want to make this more precise, so I'm going to take this back. And let's just do this. We know we're going to do that there. Okay. Now we bring this up, bring this down. And actually, let's do this. That'll make it easier. Pretty sure there's enough contrast between the two that it knows where the lines are. It's not as straight of a line as I'd like there, so we're going to do this. Get rid of that. Yeah, I think it's going to turn out pretty sweet. Let's just do this by hand. There. And down to there. There we go. Okay, let's check it out. So it would be up to 70-some%. I don't know if we'll go all the way up to there for this or not. But yeah, I like how that looks. That looks good. Let's get the logo in there, and we can move on to the GIMP mask. I think I'm not going to do the other art for this, because I think this and the GIMP mask. We'll see if we can mess with some things with that GIMP mask. We might be able to make it look not like a picture so much. All right. Where do I want to put this? I can do it where one of those are grabbing it. Let's do that. Let's try to match that. We got to bring this down so I can see. One thought. I don't know if it'll change the whole thing. There's too many different colors. I was going to try to make this logo blue. Yeah, I flipped it thinking of doing other things with it, and then I could have flipped it back. But yeah, I think it adds enough where it's like, oh, that's different. It's not the normal one that you see, your normal skull clamp there. Okay, so if we did that, and what if we did this? So we'll get rid of that. But I want that blue to really show through there. So we'll really, yeah, there we go. Is that a little much? Let's go to 29%. So we still have that blue hue. I can dig it. Okay, and then I noticed a couple things I wanted to fix right here. I need to get back on the text box part. This is what I'm talking about, perfectionist stuff. I just see a little bit of black and I want to get rid of that. Oh, a little too much. I'm just trying to smooth out this side. Okay, that's a little pointy there. Smooth. Okay, let's see how this looks. Zoom it out. All right, all right, all right. That looks good. I like how that turned out. It's really putting an emphasis on that clamp part. When I was doing a search for this, there's a lot of people that just make the whole face come through. I was like, I don't like how that looks at all. So So I think this turned out pretty damn fantastic for that. All right, let's get over to the Gimp mask. Let's see if I can... Where is it? Okay. So, how do we make you look more like... there should be some... dry brush, film grain. Let's see... Does that do anything? Yeah. We can mess with some stuff here. Cool thing is it's an artifact, so I could do... Ooh. Ooh. Plastic wrap. I kind of dig that, actually. Yeah, thanks, Dempsey. I think you're talking about the original. Yeah, that one does look good. I think I like this. I think this is what I'm going to go with. Boom. All right, Skullclamp. This is going to be fantastic. All right, let's paste it on here. Good idea, fellas, on the Skullclamp. I wish I could have used a mix of both your guys' ideas with Skullclamp and a gag ball. Ball gag. Gag ball. Ball gag. All right, so let's see through here. I just can't get over that we're doing this. All right. But we did make it not look like a picture as much anymore, which I really like that. Man, this in foil is going to look sweet because the whites are going to just... It's just going to be pretty sweet looking. Okay, so what I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Let's do a quick paint on it and see... Well, we know this is going to go away, so we maybe should do that first. So we'll stamp here. Ooh, wow, that color's off. Stamp there. Oh, I don't like how that is turning out. Let's get down here. I want a little bit of that black there. Trying to match that line. There we go. Good. And then we want to do the same for the top. I shouldn't have used the older Commander set one because that makes that a little tough. You want it. Yeah, this one's gonna be fun. I guarantee you that this is the one that people grab. So this is the proxy people are picking. I mean, I will. Okay, so question. Oh, this is what we were going to do. Let's check it out. Let me get rid of this background. Oh, because that's not part of it. There we go. So we're going to stamp him. And I wanted to paint just to kind of see what it's going to look like. So we could go and just straight up bring him all to the foreground. I mean, it is a fucking goofy card with how we're doing this. So does that matter? Like, is that's almost too much, I think. Right? I think so. I think if we just had it like that, it would be fine. And then have the stuff happening up here coming through. Yeah, you get a free foil because you figured that one out. What is this like? What is happening there? Okay, I had to get rid of that. Oh, I don't know what I want to do with this one. Like, the clamp is still part of the thing. Like, this is what we're dealing with there. Okay, got that back to... So, is there anything I wanted to... I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. I wonder... See the little tentacle things? What if I had that and made it look like that was coming over the text box? So let's try this. I think that could work. I'm just going to do a quick paint of this to kind of get an idea to see if this is going to give that feel to it. Whoops. Where did my shit go? I was trying to zoom out. What happened? Z. There we go. All right. So let's just paint this quick to kind of see if this is going to work. Because if it is, well, that's what we're going to do. There. There. I think it is going to work. Like that. And then what we do is we'd spring this up to make it see if it looks like it's... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing. Figured it out. All right, backing up because I'm going to do this better. I'm going to do this not bad. All right. So we got to get back on that. So we want to stick with... There's too much black in there, so it won't be able to pull it. I'm going to have to do this all freehand. It's fine. The contrast is the same, so it'd be impossible to do the cheat tool thing, but I think this is going to look good. Okay, so what else do we got here? We got this. This seems part of it, right? So we connect that. Let's wait on that. We're going to stay with the tentacle parts, and we'll see if I need to add that black part in. So this is part of it too. And this seems part of it. So these three, right? Although that seems part of it too. If I did that part, then I got to do this part. So let's back that part out just a little bit. We'll stick with these. And then if I want to, I'll add that at the end. We'll do a little quick thing there. Motion path. I just saw what you guys wrote. I'm concentrating on the tentacles or the hair stuff or whatever this is. Dreadlocks. Oh, see, I can't. I gotta get this smaller. Okay. Oh, I wish I would have been... this one could have been a good short. Like, I do want to do that with a lot of these. If I would have known ahead of time I was doing a GIMP mask, I would have been recording so I could edit it later. But I'm just doing this live, so... No short for this one. Okay, so that ends kind of weird. It just stops. Right? Yeah, it totally just stops there. I think I have to do the other stuff because I don't think I can keep it just with those two, right? Yeah, it looks just weird there. So that's where the other stuff comes in. So we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. And I think right here... Yeah, I wish it was all tentacle stuff to make this a little bit easier to figure out where this is all going. Because now I think I'm on kind of the coat part. There's the tentacle coming down there. Going into there. And then we have some stuff going on here. So I could go like that. Let's see. Bring that up. Just want to see how this is gonna. I might not go as. I might do it like that, kind of down a little bit more than I would normally have. Yeah. Okay, so I think that I want to keep like that. I want to keep there. That ties into that, and then that goes into there. I think that's enough. I don't think I need to really hit up too much stuff. I mean, I can get really detailed here, but I don't think it's going to do too much visually. Let's just clean up a little bit of this. GIMP mask, and it fits perfectly, guys. With well, the best part is that this GIMP mask had the little thing in the back. I don't think it would be as perfect if we just did a GIMP mask. People would have been like, "Well, why are you just doing a GIMP mask? That doesn't even make sense." But because it has it coming there, like that's freaking perfect. All right, I think we're good there. Let's go right to where that starts. I like right there, I think. Oops. I don't know for sure if that's what I want to do. Maybe not. Let's back it up a little bit. I think I went too far with it. Then I want to blend it a little bit better. That's why initially I started it like that. Okay. Whoops. Going crazy with it all. All right. So we angled it just into there. Okay. 56%, 63. Let's zoom out to see the whole card. All right. So we need some fixing to do. We got to get these spikes on there. I think this is good. We added a little bit of extra. A little bit extra stuff in there. I think that's going to be perfect. There we go. Tie that into there a little bit. So it almost seems like we're making tentacles. Okay, so let's clean up some stuff. We need to get this, especially on the white background. That will really be an eyesore. We'll notice that on a proxy. Plastic wrap. Yeah, it is. It is a really good filter. That was when we were trying to figure out the picture thing. I had something in mind of being like, okay, I know there's like different filters that we can do. Like in my head, it was more of a comic book one. I know there's one that does that, so I was thinking that. But the plastic wrap, it fits so perfect for what we're doing here. I don't know if I want to mess with this or not. There we go. Zoom out. Oh, this is so good. This is a good episode right here, guys. I really liked having you guys request stuff or give suggestions. That's the second time. Edward Scissorhands was another one while doing the Proxy Time. We just went and searched for it. I forgot who had mentioned that one. If I went back to the video, I could see who it was. But yeah, that was a good suggestion there. And then that's probably the most requested Esper Sentinel. That and R2D2 also. But surprisingly, the Edward Scissorhands one gets requested a lot. Ooh, I think I went a little far there. You're welcome. Yeah. Appreciate it. Wish I could have fit both of them in there. Wish we could have found a ball gag to do as well. All right, so I kind of want this to show through, but I don't want it to take over. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. We're going to keep a fade in there. So I want that to look like it's on top of our text box, like so. And we will kind of get rid of the bottom part. So we'll do a little bit more there. Looks like it's right about there, right? And we'll get rid of the bottom part. Let's see how that looks. It looks good. Looks good. I'll take requests when we're doing it. You know, it's just more of a matter of me searching for it at that point. Which I don't want you to see my search history. Who uses their computer for porn anymore? Like, you just, that's what your phone's for. So I've never worried about my search history stuff, whatever I pull up. Let's clean up some edges and then we will add the logo. Actually, these aren't too bad. It was bad on the other one, but here I'm fine with how that looks. It fits in with what we're doing for him and everything. Oh, love it. All right, let's get that logo going. And we will call it a night, gang. Oh, I got to do a drawing tonight, too. I forgot about that. Let me get that out of here so I'm ready for it. Because we got to do some stumping. And we are going to do a triome. We haven't figured out which triome we're doing, but the triome is the giveaway, by the way. I always no, we're not doing request. I can't play music like that. If I was able to play any music that I wanted, all you guys would be hearing is pretty much Foo Fighters the whole time. That would be my music of choice. Nine Inch Nails. Yeah, you're right. I was like, what? Oh, yes, this does. So we got our spikes here. Kind of want to add it to a patch back here. Let's get her right in the center of that star. Let's shift her around a little bit. All right. Okay, then we want to layer this differently. Let's move it down once. Now it seems like it's back there. I think that'll work. And let's see. I don't want it to be too distracting, so we'll bring down the opacity a little bit. Okay, that works. We're right in the middle there. I want to feel you from the inside. What? Song lyrics? All right, that turned out good, gang. Holy balls. Skullclamp. We got one Skullclamp there. Let's get rid of this so we can kind of check out everything. We aren't using that guy because we found a better one. That one there for the original art. So let's get rid of that Skullclamp so we can kind of see everything here. Whoops. Whew. I had a butt clencher there. I thought I like exited everything. I don't. Do we want to keep it at 44%? 50%. We'll do 50. That looks good there. That looks fantastic. All good proxies tonight, and everything. And I love the ad with with that. So that is probably going to be the most requested proxy for the next couple months. I don't know how to do the flavor text stuff. Like that would be a little bit more encased in a bone container. I should make I want to feel you from the inside. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. I wish I knew how to do the flavor text stuff of changing that up and everything. But this turned out good, guys. I like it. Good job. Good job. All right, so those are the proxies for this week. Thank you, guys. Now it is time to get the drawing so we can see who can win Triome potentially from Lowry. I don't know which one yet. We'll pick one of them, and I don't even know. We try to get around that $10 to $15 range of price wise. Okay, so here we go. Not looking, digging deep, shuffling around. What are we gonna get? I got one. Come on. There. What do we got? Oh, multiples came out, but I have one in my hand, so this is the one that we are going to open. It is Ted. He was on. Was he on earlier? I thought he stopped in for a second, or he was on the Discord or something. But Ted, you are the stumper this week. Congrats, buddy. Good luck. And that should be it, guys. Thank you guys for chilling, hanging out, and just making it easy and finding some cool stuff here. Because I think we found some gold in them there hills with this bad boy. This is gonna be awesome. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good night and good week, and I'll see you guys later. We'll see you. Bye. Psych up. Oh, really quick. I did sign off there. Will the massive white area in the foil be super oil slick like? Oh, yes.